Welcome back. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 322, 323, something like that. We are live streaming, so you're missing out. I'm saying this every episode. It's going to keep coming out. It's going to be annoying, but hey, you should be here. I'm doing a Friday night right now. It's nice. Today we have myself in the gray and black rash guard, and then we have Q in the black and white rash guard. Doing a little nogi. So Q electing to play guard. I appreciate that. He's been working really hard on getting his guard better. But coming up, immediately trying to slice over the knees and looking into some leg entries that were terrible. So abandoning that very quickly, and then the round will actually begin. Okay, so Q gets to pass my guard. So something I've been doing a lot, guys, especially in Nogi, I think since the beginning of this year when I started wrestling, is I never really considered how powerful bellying down can be for defensive measures, right? And obviously you need to be very careful in jiu-jitsu because we can jump on our backs and get choked out and whatnot. But if you do it soundly and keeping everything tight and not giving them access to your neck and not giving them access to the hooks and whatnot, it can be a pretty powerful movement, from what I've seen anyways, to escape out of there. Leg entries, that's no-gi for you. Yeah, there's definitely some legs in here, Mike. But coming up, so earlier today, we were breaking down some rounds, and I think Roberto and Dan. And what Roberto was doing earlier was, see, he's able to clear it. I was able to get over the knees there, but Q working on his butterfly guard. Eventually, I think he gets me here. I'll break this down again in a second. All right, let's back it up because it looks like it's fundamentally changing. So why am I not going over? Why is it not why is the sweep not happening? So Q's able to get, it looks like an underhook and an overhook. Let's see. So, yep, so you're doing everything right here. What I like to do is get real heavy on my hips to make it, hard as possible. And the other thing I'll do is I'll get heavy on my hands, right, and make my legs kind of light, and just let them kind of throw them up and down, and look to keep my hips, like throw my hips back down, like through my hands. So basically, like it's just like handstand and keep my legs light. So as he manipulates my lower body, it kind of like just goes with it, but it's not stiff where it actually gets taken over. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, but like I loosen up my hips, let them move, and I'm rigid up top so that you just kind of like fall back through when he tries to take you over. The other thing is, notice the same thing about the posts that I was talking about. The posts are strong as long as they're above and in front of your shoulder. At no point do I let Q get access to my hands and bring over. I mean, right there, you had a chance to sweep me, and I think he tried to take it, but I got my post back and put it outside. So as long as the post remains above and out, you're good to go, right? The second it comes to the inside, you're done. Again, right here, I'm done, right? I have an elbow post because you just have my hand, but if you just take your hand, let's see how much, I forget the button. Is it E? Next frame? Yeah. So let's see. You're holding. So you should be able to sweep me here. And you let go. Look, you let go. So right here, technically you could sweep me, but you let go of my hand. And so immediately this sweep is going to work, but that hand comes out real quick and just puts a stop to it. Try to come back the other way. You might have had a triangle right there, Q. Let me think. Yeah, you punch that, and yeah, you can. You'd have to. I would look to sit back, just drop your knee straight back, and put your foot right in my elbow to start, and then punch it through, and you have me in a triangle situation. Pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, let's see. So again, immediately notice how, so Roberto and Dan from earlier, okay? I start off, back it up a little bit. I start off below the knee, right? I'm between the foot and the knee, over the shin, over the calf, and I need to improve that position. So again, I immediately fight to get over the knees. Now there's actual control. Q's a big, strong dude, right? So I work my way up, right? So I start at the feet and the shins. I work up above the knees, and now I have one arm and my leg that's controlling his legs, and so I look to wrap up around his waist. And I keep moving from there. I'll clear this hook with this leg in a second. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Actually, I don't recall. So I'm able to get around. Look to keep Q down and get in front. So it's just side to side, keeping control of the hips, right? Nice, strong. And this is exactly what I was talking about before with that knee and that hook, right? I drive the knee right over his, trap it, right? Get behind it near the hip, and then watch. That's going to trap his foot there. That's going to allow me to get my other leg through now. So hit a little back step after Q's trying to sweep me here. Oh no. Have we lost control? Oh, this happens. Okay, we're good. We're back. Sometimes I lose control of the thing there when I use a little frame, and we get through. Now here's the only problem when you just pass like this is I don't have control of Q's top of his head and his shoulders right now. So I immediately need to rectify that. We're running into some people here. I think we both kind of like have to stop for a second, and Q uses it to his advantage. So this is like not a great mount right now because I don't have good control of him, and Q's got a great kip escape. So he just gets right out of there. So again, right back at it though, wrapping up those legs. This hook I'm not too worried about. Same thing, methodical. Wrap it up, come around, and pull through. Now Q goes, I gotta be careful of that. We get in this really weird position, so I'm actually on top of his leg right now. So like I'm purposely staying in this position, and yeah, that could have been bad. We both let it go, and now we're reminiscing on how Q almost ripped his own leg off. But not that that's a submission, but it was like I just was laying on his leg, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and try to spin up. So my turn to play some guard. So I'll use this little X. It's not like, it's kind of funny. You have actual X guard, but I'll use this little X just as a frame. So like, there's no way Q's leg is coming through that. So that lets me kick him away and rock myself up, and just buys me some, some space. I'm not gonna. It's not like a guard I'm gonna be playing long term or anything, but just kind of gets me up, puts me into where I want to be with butterfly, and we start grip fighting. This might look funny why I do this, but this is from years of getting tortured by Vasily and a bunch of other guys when I was coming up who used to just rip my neck off. So I put my arm up as like if they want to jump a guillotine, I have something there to defend it. I remember I was in Hawaii and I was training with my buddy Damien, and I was doing that, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, did you hit your head? Like you keep covering your head." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess you could say that." Again, you see this same motion. If I feel like the guy's gonna charge, I'll back up and get this ready to look to go. Okay, and if Q were to charge in, which happens from time to time, this hook is ready to go right at Q's hamstring, and I'll take him over right in this direction. Okay. And the reason I bring this back to my butt is this is going to generate the most power. The closer this foot is, right? You have your kicking leg and your power leg. The closer your power leg is to your butt, the more power you're going to be able to generate when you go to do the sweep. And the way I hit this sweep is I hit kind of it's an inversion. So I'll roll up on my left shoulder and I'll put these toes right into the mat. So the only two things that'll be touching the mat are my toes and my shoulder. Everything else is going like fully into hitting that sweep. Man, this camera's good. I have no light on right now yet. It's fully lit up. My old camera would not work like that. So trying to wrestle, but I'm bad. Q just throws me over like nothing. It's a beautiful hook sweep. So let's see, bringing it back. What I should be doing here, I'm just not committing to grabbing that. I should just be diving through and looking to tap that and drive him through. I don't have a deep enough underhook, and I think I kind of realized that as I'm going. I think this underhook should be here. My hand should be here, and I should be driving through like hard if I want to hit this, especially on a guy with Q's athleticism. But Q comes through, grabs my arm. Let's see. Yep, swings over, hooks my arm, and hits a beautiful hook sweep. Can't complain about that. So something I like to do with my hooks, and I'll do it right here. So look how I'm using them in tandem, right? It's not just, it's like people are like, wow, your hooks are hard to deal with. It's not just like the hooks themselves, right? It's leg pummeling again. It's look, I catch the foot, I lift it so my other leg can come underneath and replace it so that I can lift that so I can get this hook back in, right? Like you got to use your legs together. You got to pummel your legs together, guys. This is a major thing that at least the guys at our gym, we got to start working on a lot more is leg pummeling, especially if you're going to be playing butterfly, X guard, single leg X, leg entries, whatnot. This is also a very simple sweep right here. This is a waiter sweep. I think it's a waiter sweep. Somebody was talking about, I think I was rolling with Josh the other day, and he was like, oh, you're about to hit the hook sweep. And it's very similar to the hook sweep. But what happens is you get both of your legs underneath, both of your hooks underneath one, combat base leg. And the simple variation of the sweep that I hit is I just grab this foot and I'm just going to rock my knees forward, which is exactly what I do. Q has to go over. And he spins out. And again, I drive right in. I'm gonna look for either a leg staple or leg weave. I'm gonna hit that same pass again. Oh no, not this time. No half-ass underhooks. This is a scary situation for Q to be in. So if you either get an underhook or you don't get an underhook. Like, don't do these half-ass underhooks, because I'm being very nice right now, but like there's nothing stopping me from absolutely just wrenching that arm. I'm not going to do that in the training room because that's not, unstoppable leggy boy. Thanks, Dean. But if you need to see this in action and like how devastating it can be, go watch John Jones and Glover Teixeira. It was back in like 2014, 2015 or something. And from a standing position, he looks like he is shoveling dirt to China, like or shoveling for gold, whatever it is, like with a purpose. He is wrenching Glover's arm up. It's bad. And there's really nothing stopping me from doing it, right? Like aside from just, we're friends and I don't want to do that. So you need to be very careful when you're in this position to finish it nicely so you don't absolutely destroy your training partners. What you'll do is I'll tie my hands together and I'll just look to it like a shoveling motion, right? So I'll just shovel so I have his arm caught here. I'll shovel it up. Okay. And I'm looking to get in and keep it clinched against my body so he can't pull his arm out. And let's see, I'm sure I try to hit the submission. Like I always try to hit it. Q's able to get his arm out. We're going to go off screen a little bit. Let me throw myself over here. Again, same pass, nothing crazy. Keep it simple. Now from here, I think Q, and sorry, there's literally no more. I can't go more to the left. It's like off camera. Q pops up to his elbow, and I think I grab it. Yeah, I grabbed his elbow. So now I'm looking to force him to belly down. He drives away, and we're gonna reset in a second. So I'm not gonna miss any action. I'll put myself back over here. All right, reset. Q likes to play guard, so I gladly come up on top. I think the 30-second bell just went off, so that means we start rushing. And I'm like, I want to get a submission. So I go and grab that leg right into kind of a modified outside ashi. I don't have this leg in. And I hit the same submission that Spencer was going for, which is that straight ankle lock. Now I'm in full outside ashi, and I press the foot away, which was what Angel was teaching the other night. that leg entry. So again, notice how where I'm hitting these control points, guys. I'm not just grabbing the shin or the calf, right? I want to get above the knee. Look what that is. Immediately above the knee, and then I can slide down from here. I go for an ankle lock. Q gives me a response by turning this way, right, to kind of defend it. So I throw the leg right over. What this leg does, is it stops him from continuing to roll. Okay, so you just stomp right down. He can't keep rolling now. Okay, so I go back. I try to finish the ankle lock. I realize I don't have it. I not have it. And then I press through for the toe hold finish or the ankle lock, straight ankle lock finish. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Stream, stick around. I got more rounds. I got plenty of rounds. But let's see. I always like to find a good. That's funny. All right. Thanks for watching. YouTube, like and subscribe. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.